The biggest scam that no one notices. A life lesson with Grandpa. Welcome back to another powerful episode of A Life Lesson with Grandpa, brought to you by Simple Life Original. In today's conversation, a young man discovers a truth that shakes him to his core. A truth that most people live and die under, without ever realizing they were scammed. Make sure you like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Now, let's begin. Young man. Grandpa, can I ask you something serious? Grandpa. Always, my boy. You know you can. Young man. Do you ever feel like this world is rigged? Like no matter how hard I try, I'm always behind. I work, I hustle, I sacrifice. But I still can't get ahead. Grandpa nods slowly. You've started to see it, haven't you? Young man. See what? Grandpa. The game. The game that's been played for generations. The one designed to make you feel like you're free, while keeping you in chains. Young man confused. What game, Grandpa? Grandpa leans forward. The biggest scam in the world, boy. The one they dressed up as success. Let me ask you. What's the first thing they told you growing up? Young man. To go to school. Get good grades. Go to university. Get a job. Get a house. Start a family. Grandpa. Exactly. And how do most people do that? Young man thinking. With loans. Student loans, car loans, mortgage loans. Grandpa. Right, from the moment you enter adulthood. You're told to borrow money to buy a future. You take loans to get educated. Loans to get around. Loans to buy a house. Credit cards to survive. And by the time you're 25, you're already a prisoner. Young man shocked. That's exactly me. I have student debt. A car loan. I've been thinking of a home loan next. But, isn't that just normal life? Grandpa shakes head. No, son, that's engineered slavery. They made it normal so you wouldn't question it. And you know who profits? Young man. The banks. Grandpa. And the credit card companies. And the universities. And the government. And the corporations that keep you spending on things you don't need, just so you can feel like you're not falling behind. It's a cycle. Work, hey, spend, repeat. Young man. But what about hard work? Isn't that supposed to set me free? Grandpa. Hard work only sets you free if you own what you're working for. But if you're working to pay off debt, then all you're doing is making someone else richer. Young man quietly. So I'm just a number in someone else's system. Grandpa softly. You're more than a number. You're a soul. A dream. A purpose. But they don't want you to know that. They want you to keep your head down and work until your back breaks. And then, retire too late to enjoy the life you gave up everything for. Young man upset. This is depressing, Grandpa. Is there even a way out? Grandpa smiling. Of course there is. But it takes courage. Courage to think different. To live below your means. To invest in assets, not liabilities. To build something that earns even when you sleep. And most of all, to not fall for their lies. Young man. So how do I escape? Grandpa. You escape by first understanding the rules. Let me give you 8 truths that saved me. Grandpa's 8 truths to escape the scam. 1. Debt is not freedom. Avoid bad debt like the plague. 2. If you don't understand money, you'll always work for someone who does. 3. The system is not built to make you rich, it's built to keep you obedient. 4. Assets feed you. Liabilities drain you. Learn the difference. 5. Invest in knowledge before you invest in anything else. 6. Delayed gratification builds wealth. Fast gratification builds regret. 7. Live simply so you can live freely. 8. Time is your most valuable currency. Don't trade it cheap. Young man taking notes. This changes everything. I've spent years chasing approval, chasing things, just to prove I'm doing well. But I've been doing it all wrong. Grandpa smiling. No, my boy. You're doing it right now. You're waking up. Most people never do. They die in the same cycle they were born into. But you're about to write your own script. Young man. Thank you, Grandpa. If I ever have kids, I'll tell them the truth. Not the lie I was told. Grandpa grinning. That's all I could ever ask for. Break the chain. Change the legacy. Be the one in our family who finally said, enough. You just heard the truth behind one of the biggest scams in modern history, told through the voice of wisdom and experience. You were never meant to just survive. You were meant to thrive. So live intentionally, question what's normal, and build a life you won't regret. Subscribe to Simple Life Original for more deep life lessons, real talk, and motivation that makes sense. Until next time, remember, your life, your hustle. Like, comment, share, subscribe.